live. Yep. Reload. Just give me a second. I'm going to grab the link and tweet it out, and then we'll start the show. Okay. It is Saturday, May 4th, and you are listening to the Irrational Passions podcast. I am your host, Alex O'Neill, and this week I am joined by Brian. Nabashin Jackson is here.
Today is a fine day for science.
Indeed, it is, my friend. Scott the Enigma Guthier is with us.
Hmm.
Rubbing your chin there?
This time with less forehead.
Ooh. Yeah, if you're watching the video, less forehead. And as well,
Yep.
Tony Horvath.
The forehead is almost completely out of the picture.
Yeah, I'm a legendary Pokemon motherfucker.
What legendary Pokemon would you be?
I would be the Tony Horvath. If I had to be a legendary Pokemon, I don't know. I'll get back to you. I gotta look at them and figure out which one.
You'd be a legendary Digimon.
Probably like Entei or something.
Entei. Okay. Alright, Greg, I'm going to add you into the recording. Do you have Audacity ready?
LegendaryPokemon.net.
I'm here now.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Do you have Audacity
I had my
ready?
mic on mute, so I just opened it up. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Make sure you do a quick sound check. We literally just started, as you heard. So.
Hello. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's hear it.
Are we coming through your computer speakers?
No, yeah, that was coming through my computer speakers. I was just listening to it.
Okay, as long as we don't feedback.
No, that was not what I was doing. I was just listening through my audio through the computer speakers. I'm going to mute my...
Alright, I've decided that I will be Jirachi.
Okay. A weird choice.
Is it?
You ready, Greg? You know how this works, right?
It's either that or Deoxys.
I count down from 5. You hit record when I say record. Then we both count up from 5 to 5.
Okay.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Record. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'll move his audio 1 number back.
Well, I was pretty much on cue with you. I hit 1.
Guess we're actually in sync that
You
time
hit
on the send.
the record button when I said 1.
Yeah.
He was before you, Alex, from what I heard.
Yeah. I said move him back 1 number.
Start.
Anyway,
and
I'm here now. So.
Greg is here. What's up, Greg?
What up?
Gregory Blaney, as Tony likes to call him, Esquire.
Yep.
Because we really don't know what that means, really. But whatever. It's Greg. How you doing, Greg?
I'm good.
So before we get into the show, we got a couple announcements to make. One, if you haven't been watching our streams, you should be. It's twitch.tv/IrrationalPassions. May Madness has started, so we've started streaming some of our favorite games of all time. We did Persona 4, the original. I played through the beginning of it with Nabashin and Tony a couple days ago. Was it Thursday? Oh god, that was music.
That was my bar.
Sorry, they won't hear it. So we played that. We played through the beginning part up through the first boss for your viewing pleasure. So there you go. So other than that, sorry, somebody just tweeted at me and it always distracts me. Other than that, I put up a new opinion piece this week that was supposed to go out last week, but didn't get it up in time. Which is the second part of my other opinion piece that I put out 2 weeks ago. It's about downloadable games and where they fall in the current gaming market. And I put up a new Kickstarter post. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. There's a movie called GTFO, a film about women in gaming. It looks pretty cool. I backed it. It's basically a documentary just tracing a lot of sexism towards women in gaming from a lot
But
of
they already
personal
did
experience.
that.
Did they?
I heard of one before, something similar. They got like a lot of buzz and a lot of hate, and then she eventually put out the first episode, and that turned out all right.
The person that filmed it, I can't remember her name. She needed funding to basically do the editing and production part of it. So then she's gonna put it. Shannon Sun Higginson is her name. So I believe the Kickstarter's been funded as of a couple days ago. I'm pretty sure by the time this goes out, it should still have 5 days left. So even if this goes out late, you guys will be able to back it if you're interested. But yeah, it's called GTFO, a film about women in gaming, and there's a link to it on our homepage at irrationalpassions.com. So check it out.
But why would anyone back it if it's funded?
Because the extra money will help them make it better. If you know how Kickstarter works. Mr. Nepp is upset because he's about to go to sleep, and we just started recording. Because he works at night, for reference. I think that's about it. Other than that, you should really go to follow twitch.tv/irrationalpassions. May Madness is awesome. And we're going to keep doing that. So, we got lots of cool plans. Nobshin, I'm very excited to see Bayonetta. I think Greg will be too. By the time you hear this, the next episode of our commentary should be out. So,
And
what else?
beginning of the month,
What does that mean?
monthly passion.
Oh yeah, monthly passions will be up too by the time you hear this. God, I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, of course you did.
I will get that up today. So, Greg, man, how's your week been?
It's been good. Just been getting work done for school.
Yeah.
That.
Me too, man. That's what I've been doing today, and will continue to do after today or after this podcast.
Yeah, it's been a busy week because of school and everything. It's just annoying.
Yeah.
Where is my audio? There it is. Okay, good. Sorry, I was just making sure it was picking me up because my mic is a little further away because I'm in my room, not downstairs.
You should just rub it in your face like I am right now. Just I'm sorry. You didn't need to hear that.
It's now in my face. That work for you?
Yes, that does work. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, school has been kind of eating most of my time, and being sick. God damn, I've just been sick all week, on and off again. I was sick all weekend, and then I was sick Monday. I was fine Tuesday. I was really sick Wednesday, and I was fine Thursday, and I was really sick on Friday.
It's always fun.
And then Friday night.
That's one hell of a week, Ray.
Yeah.
I know.
Thank you.
I've just been sick. Fucking sick every day of the week.
Greg is now me. We are one person. Well, I figured Greg.
He's not in the hospital yet.
Yeah, he hasn't gone as far as I have. Get sicker, Greg. Yes, suffer. Anything else this week, Greg?
Not really. I went to work today. That was fun.
Yeah, you just got off work. We didn't get to hang out Thursday. That sucked.
We didn't, but oh well, whatever.
I didn't go to work this week.
Yeah, because you don't have a job.
I have a job still.
No,
now.
you don't.
I just don't have a store to work at anymore. It is gone. They took down the sign and everything. I'm upset.
What are they gonna make it?
I don't know. Who cares? Not GameStop.
It's gonna be a hipster shop. Joe will love it.
It'll be like Zoomies 2 or something dumb like that. God, stupid mall. Yeah, that was my week. I got my store closed and I was sick. Nobshin, how about you? How was your week doing?
Work and me hating black people because of dumb pizza shit.
Okay, you want to elaborate or just leave it at that? Leave the mystery alive.
I don't really want to get into it. I just don't appreciate them.
Okay, all right.
I don't appreciate
fine.
my own kind.
No, Nobshin is not black. He is very Asian. He's a mix of white and Asian.
He's not even Blasian.
He's just really tan. Scott, how about you? What's the week been like?
more or less same as Greg's. Lots of school. Not too interesting.
All right. Nothing wrong with that, Tony. Rounded
Hanging out, doing my thing.
being weaky. I believe.
God damn it.
Yeah, it was weeky.
I believe that would be what you would say.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's get into the real nitty gritty of it. Let's talk about some video games. Greg.
Oh my gosh, games.
Yeah,
What
let
did
me
you play?
write games down so I can actually have games that I've been playing.
Well, you don't have to write it down unless you'll just instantly forget as soon as you go to talk about it.
No, I've been playing more Sniper Elite V2. That game's really good. It's gotten a lot better since the last time you saw it, Alex.
Yeah, you told me it was getting like way sneakier.
Yeah, no, there's a bunch of parts where, like, for instance, there was this one mission where you start off, you fight a bunch of Russians, and you have to make your way on the other side of the front to where the Germans are, and you have to sneak into a it's kind of like a museum. And then you just have to sneakily kill all the Germans inside there without getting caught, or rather you're dead because there's like 45 of them that will just come out of the corners and murder you, which is no fun. I played that mission like 5 times in a row because I kept dying.
Well, that's a stealth game for you. It's a very trial and error type system.
It really is. That game's getting better though. It's really cool. Some of the stuff that you do later on in the game. What else have I been playing? I played SOCOM last night with Anthony for a while. That was fun. I played League. Played a lot of League. League's fun. What else did I do? I played Poker Night at the Inventory 2 on the PlayStation 3 and on my computer. Because I have them for both. Thanks, Alex, for that code. That code's awesome because now I can play on 2 systems.
At the same time.
At the same time.
Well, if I gave you a code, now you have to talk about it. Anything specific about the PlayStation version you want to bring up?
The biggest thing is that there's a lot of issues when transferring to different talking scenes in the game. For instance, like if Claptrap was talking to Sam or anybody, sometimes it lags and then you're stuck and then it will take a second to process and then it will go through. That's kind of annoying. I've only had the game freeze up on me once, and that was a few days ago. And that's one of the biggest problems I'm having with it right now, is that they need to put another patch out for that game to smooth it out a little bit.
Or here's an idea: have your game work the fucking first day it comes out.
Oh yeah, you know, because nobody does that anymore.
Apparently.
Medal of Honor.
Oh god, let's not. There are enough games that have day one patches. Ahem, all of them. Ahem. So yeah.
Not Bayonetta. Oh snap.
Oh snap.
Or
Something's
Nintendo
broken
or
up.
Nintendo games.
Well, the 360 version.
They're like month and a half patches that don't need to happen day one.
Although New Super Mario Bros. U had a day one patch.
That's more for the Miiverse thing, so I'll give them a pass on that. And eventually, Skyward Sword had to get a patch because of that save glitch or whatever.
Yeah. I love how they patched it too. Oh, download this channel, and then it'll change your game state.
It was the only way that they could do it.
I know, because they didn't put a way to update firmware in the Wii, which is dumb, but oh well. Anyway, sorry, continue, Greg. That's weird that those are problems, though. I haven't hit any issues on the 360 version, for reference.
I haven't really played a lot of games this week, to be honest with you. Those were about the only games I played, and that was in the last, 2 days that I've played them.
And I'm guessing for League you tried the new ARAM thing.
Yeah, and it's dumb.
It's not dumb, it's fucking awesome.
No, it's so stupid. Ugh.
Have you played ARAM before, though, Greg?
It's new. It just came out. It's a new patch.
No, it's not new.
It's not new.
You could play ARAM before.
I've never done
You've been able to play ARAM since League first started.
I've never tried it.
It's a weird thing. You have to have a different mindset when you go, and if Scott's Mundo, you just quit.
You're still so salty, and it's the
I was
funniest
on
thing
your
in the world.
team. I'm not salty about it. I'm just saying the other guys they need to know. Just give up at this point.
It's just weird, and I don't really like it that much.
Yeah, I think it's fun. ARAM can be fun as long as you got a group of people that aren't really taking it too seriously. Then it's pretty fun. I think it's cool that they're adding you can actually matchmake into ARAM now. That's cool. That's all you got, Greg?
Is there anything else I've been playing? I'm actually like looking around.
Looking for clues that you left you.
Yeah. No. That's about it.
You're just drawing blood on the wall. You played Hyperdementia. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, that's about all I got.
For reference, people, the Malicious Underground revival is still moving forward.
Yay!
We have a third host, or a second permanent host, which is our new writer, Mr. Knapp. So
Yeah, I gotta work on
So
it.
if anybody wants to join Irrational Passions, apparently all you have to do is just keep feeding the emails or voicemails, and you'll be able to join it. So there you go.
That's the qualification.
It's just that
Email us more than 5 times, and you're automatically in.
Welcome to the team, Nat, by the way.
I mean, he's a writer, and he's on a different podcast. So
I'm joking. God damn.
no, I'm just saying for people.
I'm sorry, Alex. I won't put Molly pictures of you anymore.
All right, those were pretty fantastic. As disturbing as they were, Mr.
They were
Knapp,
very disturbing, but I love Nep for it.
for reference, Mr. Knapp took my Twitter picture. He cut out my face from my Twitter picture, which is me making a really dumb face, and he like photoshopped it onto really inappropriate pictures. It's really funny though. If you should go out on Twitter and find those because they're pretty great. Anyway, Scott, how's Binding of Isaac treating you?
It's treating me like shit.
That's good. That's what that game does, man.
Oh man, you really don't have any idea.
I know. I really
really
need to get
don't.
into that.
Yeah, basically a lot of it's luck based, as you can probably tell. There's quite a few items to improve your luck, but then again, you got to get lucky to get them. But since I know a hell of a lot more about it now, I can basically run you through how it all goes down. At first, yeah, you only get Isaac, and he's probably the worst starting character. Okay,
So
You
the
can't
main
use
character
the
of the
only
game is the
starting
worst
character,
character
though?
you can have.
Yeah. Isn't he like the only starting character though?
Yeah, but he's terrible. After you keep unlocking characters, you realize that he's god awful.
And what is? I don't understand that.
So,
but
like, what do you
whatever.
mean by unlocking characters? Do you play
Okay,
as other characters, or do you just upgrade or augment Isaac in different ways?
so there is an upgrade to Isaac, but you have to beat the game.
Scott, you just cut out.
You'd
I
be
did?
cutting out too, Alex.
Yeah, it's when you type. Google Hangout is a bitch about that. So just don't type and talk at the same time.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, there's an upgrade for Isaac, but you do have to beat the game around like 15 times for that to happen.
That sucks.
The minimum I think is 11, might be 12, but you normally have to keep on going.
So does the game just loop when you beat it? You just start back from the
No.
beginning? Okay.
Yes and no. Yes, because you do have to start back at the beginning, but the end changes just about every time you beat it.
Okay. So have you
Until you've unlocked just about everything. I've beaten the game around 5 times.
All right. How long would you say it is to beat the game once? I'm curious.
To beat the game once, in one run, it will take you around, I want to say, 30 to 5 minutes, max. If
That's
you're
not bad.
being really careful.
That's about
Like, that's max. I mean, you're playing on one of the really low damage characters, which I'll get into.
That's about a Spelunky run through, if you're playing smart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, getting back into the characters, while you have Isaac, before you beat the game, you have 2 different characters you can unlock, and that's Cain and Cain you unlock by gaining like 55 coins, and because of how terrible Isaac's start is, that's actually extremely hard to do because you kind of need the money to survive.
Yeah.
So you have to get really lucky. Yeah, you just have to get really lucky for that one. And then the second one is to get like 8 heart containers. They say it's 7, but it unlocked for me on the 8th.
Okay.
And
now
what
do you mean by like different characters? Do you like actually stop playing as Isaac and start playing as someone different, or?
Yes, before the game starts, there's a character select menu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you start with. Oh yeah, that's right. There's one more character that you can unlock before you beat the game, and that's Eve.
Uh-huh.
But you get her, and then you just don't want to play her.
So you can start the game fresh with any of these different characters. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, I mean, if Isaac's the first character you get, it's understandable that he's the worst. Usually, it only goes up from there. All right.
He's not the worst. Eve is the worst, like hands down.
That's why you didn't even mention her in the
Mm-hmm.
characters. So how much time have you put in the Binding of Isaac already?
Let's see. I'll pull it up.
Oh
God.
Curious. I just imagine it's way more than you are.
Yeah, 37 hours.
Jesus Christ. For reference, I got this game for Scott like
Last week.
less than a week and a half ago.
Last Friday.
Yeah.
I had already somehow logged 10 hours on it.
It's been 8 days and he put 37 hours in. So
That's a lot.
10 hours on the first day.
10 hours on the first day. Holy shit. Well,
When I got home, it said 10, and gotta remember, I couldn't play it too much after I got home because I left McCourt at your house.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was worth the Chipotle dinner then.
Yes, it was.
All right, cool. Is that all you've been playing, there, Scott?
Just about.
All right, cool. Tony, man, how about you?
What about me?
What you been playing?
What have I been playing? I've been playing some video games this week.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks, so you said you've been playing a lot.
I mean, I haven't been playing as much as I used to play, but that's mostly due to not having a good enough internet connection to play anything.
Okay.
But that should be fixed now. So, what I did play this week, though, is I played all the way through Fable 3, and I'm halfway through it a second time.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. It's pretty good. I hadn't played it since 2011, so
It's been a few years.
yeah. I played some League, and I disconnected from the games that I tried to play, so that was fun. I played
Because you've been struggling with internet problems.
Correct. So, like, basically, the problem that I'm having with internet is, like, I can connect to it and all that, and I can, like, stream YouTube videos or whatever, but as soon as I, like, join a game or something that requires me to have good internet, I disconnect from the internet, and I can't get back on for, like, a couple hours.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's weird. So, when I'm not connected to the internet, I started playing Fable. Other than that, I played some Persona 4 Golden. I'm stuck on this boss. It's a really annoying boss.
Yeah. You can't say where you're at, though.
Yeah.
Which sucks, but...
I'm stuck on a boss with a giant thing in its head.
Yeah, with a big-ass head, and
Yeah.
it's red, and has really creepy-looking eyes.
Yeah. So that happened, and then I played some Lego Batman at your house.
Mm-hmm. With Nabashin. That was
Yeah.
beautiful. You guys had, like, a real bonding moment over that.
Yep. We were hanging out, beating the shit out of Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
I was running around doing nothing, and Nabashin was like, "I'm gonna find these gold bricks."
What, did you find any gold bricks? I thought you were just finding giblets.
Yeah, there were some during the
carnival.
some of those. Yeah.
Yeah, during that first level. Yeah.
And then I played some Borderlands 2 again while the internet wasn't working.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I don't know what I played like over the past couple weeks. It's really been just Persona when I have time to play, or other random shit.
All right. I mean, it's been a crazy week. At least you've been going back to some different games.
Yeah.
Your lack of internets.
Yeah.
You taught Namshin how to play Magic. I
Yeah,
think
that
you guys
happened.
wanted to talk about that.
No, that's fine.
You guys said save it for the show. So
I'm over it already because I've forgotten everything.
That's okay. I'll teach him again.
yeah, I learned how to play Magic once, and it didn't really stick with me. So that's understandable. All right, Namshin, how about you? What about video games?
You go before me. I'm writing something right now.
All right, cool. I played Persona 4 Arena pretty much last weekend. I'm like, well, I still have 3 of Nobshin's games: Persona 4 Arena, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, and Lego Batman 2. And I need to knock out one of them because I knocked out DMC. And what other game did I beat? Or I finished Oron High School Host Club. Which
Thank God.
That's a game.
We'll talk about that on Malicious Underground.
Is that something I need to watch
By the
now?
way, if you saw my tweet, I
You should.
All right.
Have you ever watched Oron High School Host Club,
No.
Tony? Do you know anything about it?
Nope.
You
That's
can
good.
borrow it.
It's really good. I actually really enjoyed it. It's really funny and it's really heartwarming.
That's good.
I was about
That
to be
ending.
I was about to be real upset at the ending, and then they made it okay. So
3-disc syndrome. The ending in the manga is a lot better.
I imagine it is. I feel like did they have like more time in the manga?
Yeah, they expand that all the way to where they graduate.
Oh man. Okay, I might have to actually read that.
Well, maybe not graduate. I know Honey Senpai and Mori Senpai have already graduated and now are out of the school, but they still go to the host club. And then there's
they add
something
new
about
members?
no, it's the same members.
Okay.
They explore more of the Hikaru being more open to people and liking Haru, so that's interesting.
Okay.
And they also explore more of Tamaki not thinking of Haru as a daughter and actually like her as an actual person, that type of person. You know what I mean?
Okay, that sounds cool. I would read that. Yeah, I really enjoyed that though. But again, I'll talk about that more later this month. Look out for that. But yeah, so Persona 4 Arena, I was like, alright, I'm gonna knock it out. I knocked it out in 2 days. There's a very long story mode. I think it took me about 25 hours. Probably around that length. Maybe a little bit more. It's just the story mode, which is like that's all I really cared about in that game. It's just really tedious because you kind of cover the same ground a lot throughout each character's arc. Because the story mode's about the character Labris, which is like this new character that they've introduced in Persona 4 Arena. And it's basically like a Persona 4 character arc where you have to go through that person's dungeon and get to know them and basically experience their social link, except it's all done in this fighting game tournament style. And it's done really well. It's just tedious how you have to play through certain parts over and over and over again. And kind of see a lot of the same dialogue over and over and over again. But of course, you play each part from a different character's perspective, so you get different perspectives and different inner monologues and whatnot. And that's good, but it's just maybe I'm spoiled on fighting game stories like Mortal Kombat and Injustice, where it organically moves from character to character, and each character gets their own arc that is concise and makes sense, and you don't have to go over the same thing over and over again. But it's still, if you're a Persona fan like me, especially if you're a Persona 3 fan, because they do a lot of great service to Persona 3 fans. And they do some stuff like they Persona 4 up some of the Persona 3 characters, which was kind of exactly what I wanted after playing Persona 4. So it was really awesome to see some of that stuff. So plus I really like the way it ended and where it kind of left things. I think that was really smart, and it told you just enough to be excited for whatever's coming in the future. But I agree with Nabichin. I think it will prelude into a new Persona game, but not necessarily Persona 5. But yeah, it's good. I didn't really touch anything else as much as I played that this week. I played some more Zelda Minish Cap because I was just playing around with my 3DS and Fire Emblem was being really frustrating. So I
Making them babies?
no, I'm not making babies yet. I'm still in the early chapters. But that game is no. That is not a baby game. That is a man's game. It's very hard.
It's a baby game.
But yeah, it's good. It's been kicking my ass though, so I jumped into some Zelda Minish Cap. That game is really good. I forgot how much side stuff there is in that game, but there is so
It's
much.
ridiculous.
Yeah. I basically spent almost 2 solid hours just walking around and fusing Kingstone pieces. But yeah, and I went through one dungeon. It was weird jumping back into it because it's been a few months. And I played Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. I played through the first 30 or so minutes of that on stream with Nabishin and Tony. That game is really funny. Of course...
What game?
Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
It's really clever, the way it kind of puts all of the 80s motifs and references, I guess, and stereotypes all in the first 30 minutes, and then they're fucking dragons. That game is ridiculous, and everything is lasers and cyborgs, and the tutorial's really funny too. So, I'm excited to play more of that. I don't know when I'm gonna run into it because I have another game that I'm gonna start playing with Nabshin and May Madness and whatnot. But yeah, I didn't really play a lot this week. I just played a lot of what I did play. Those few games I did, which was mostly Persona 4 Arena.
Yeah, so you pulled a
And I'm done with
Scott.
that. Yep, I pulled a Scott. Played 36 hours of Persona 4 Arena. Not Binding of Isaac, but whatever.
Oh, no, that's totally fine.
Yeah, it's comparable. So yeah, that's all I've been playing. Nabshin, how about you?
Executive decision, Alex. I just did my little piece for Injustice, so I'll left you for a little bit if you want to add to it as well. So we'll tag team that. I'll also have Guacamelee, and we also have the Dishonored DLC, so that'll work.
Okay, you're gonna do 2 things for Injustice, or are we gonna both do
I
Injustice
mean, yeah.
and I'll do Dishonored, you do Guacamelee?
We're both doing Injustice. Yes, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah.
That sounds good. I like that.
Yay!
Because we
Alright,
did kind of have a very shared Injustice experience.
Yeah, exactly. So that'd be cool. So speaking of Guacamelee, I platinumed it, and that was awesome, and I was happy about it.
Congratulations. Is it a hard platinum, or...
The platforming is very challenging, but it should be. I mean, it's challenging, but it's a good type of challenge. It's one of those like satisfying type of challenges that you barely get in video games anymore. So it's not like Insanity in Mass Effect 2, if that makes sense. So
Well, that's kind of the so hard it's dumb type of
yeah.
thing.
I mean, like, yeah, you just have to think a little bit when you attack your enemies, because some enemies have like certain shields that you can't do unless you do a super move the first time. But like going against the bosses, if you like really think about it and really like master your skills, you'll be able to take them out no problem. Because I doing like the hard playthrough, like it doesn't really give you a new game plus, which kind of sucks, but whatever. You have to relearn everything, and like you have to get to getting up to 100% would have been like the smart thing to do, but I didn't do that, and I just went to the end anyway, and I beat it pretty easily, so it was good. Well, not easily, but I was able to do it. So yeah, I still love that game. Still one of the best games this year for me so far.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, you should play it. You have it, sorta.
No. Yeah, that's on my list. I'm just kind of boggled down with stuff now.
We already talked about Lego Batman, and we already talked about Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
Well, I want to know what you think about Blood Dragon.
Oh, it's fun so far. I really like it. It's a first-person shooter, so it was hard for me to play. But other than that, yeah, I love it. I love the tone of it, and it's really fun so far. I haven't really played it that much because I've been playing this other game.
I think it's pretty
I'll talk
funny.
about later.
Yep.
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot, so it's really good. Um, but other than that, like the only other game I've been playing, pretty much the only game I've been playing since Wednesday, is Deadly Premonition Director's Cut.
Yeah,
Uh,
so tell me about Deadly Premonition. This is a game you and I are going to play through, or I'm going to play and you will be with me through the entire
mhm.
stream. So it'll be
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. I liked this game a lot more than I thought I even did because like I knew I loved this story. Or I love how the game goes through, even because it's just so bad, but it's like in that really good type of way. So,
Mhm.
and the gameplay is still just as god awful as I thought it would be, but it's still like has a certain charm that just makes you not want to put it down. It's really good. I really don't know what to really say about it, but it still makes me laugh, even though I heard these jokes like the like a year ago when I first watched the Daily Premonition Endurance run. It's just a weird game, and I can't wait for you to play it. It's really great.
Yeah, and like me not really knowing anything about it has he really excited, so that's exciting for me.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was weird when I watched it. So
I really want to know what is so director's cut about this though.
So far, other than like changing the HUD and somewhat improving the somewhat modernizing the controls. So like you used to like have to like aim down the sights with like the right trigger or something like that, and you have to press the A button to shoot, which is really dumb. And now they just like switched it to actually having L1 and R1 to shoot. So somewhat modernizing it, but not really. The graphics still look like shit, even though they HD it, which is kind of funny to say because like it was a 360
really,
game that came out 2 years ago. Yeah, so this is the HD version of it, so it's really cool, I guess. And other than that, I've seen like maybe two cutscenes so far that's like new, but other than that, there hasn't been really new to it so far. So it pretty much is like the same piece of shit I saw 2 years ago, but that's really good. That's really what's great about it. So I'm enjoying it. It's cool.
Okay. I'm like so intrigued by this game. I'm excited to play it. Well, hopefully we'll be able to start that next week. It depends on where we are and with May Madness stuff. So we also have Ratchet and Clank down here too, if you want to mention that.
Yeah, I'm just playing a little bit more of that because I don't know. Like when I played Crack in Time again for that little bit, I forgot the whole reason I wanted to actually play collection was to get the backstory of Dr. Nefarious, but I can't do that. And so until I play the other games, so I went back to Ratchet and Clank, and I only played that for like maybe 30 minutes. And I put it down.
I will
Uh,
warn you that Ratchet and Clank 2 is the last third of that game is just difficult
I
to
mean,
make
I mean, I
yourself
still have to
play.
get through one first. That's the whole
One
point.
one kind of
One
has
is
like this charm though that makes it interesting all the way through, but Ratchet and Clank 2 Going Commando kind of hits a wall about 2/3 of the way in, and it
but I
just
don't know. The first one's not really clicking with me right now. Oh, it hasn't been since I've gotten it, and that's why I haven't really been able to progress because I cannot just go to the other games without playing through the first one first. So that's the
luckily
me thing.
luckily the third game, Up Your Arsenal, is still fantastic, holds up very well. So
Hmm.
um,
Yeah, I wanted the Dr. Nefarious backstory, but that's
oh,
the
it's
whole.
so good too. It's very
Yeah,
good.
but yeah, other than that, that's all I've been playing.
All right, I think that rounds out video games. I'm surprised, Greg, you didn't have any comments on Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
I'm waiting till I get the game.
Okay.
I don't want to
it's
hear
pretty
anything
funny.
about it at all.
It's just funny.
I know. That's why I'm waiting to get it.
Yeah.
And everything has neon lights in it.
I
It's
know.
like-
I know everything about this game, but I have yet to play it.
Why?
It's
Are
like,
you?
it's weird.
Why would that be fun? To know everything about a game before you play
I know,
it.
like,
I don't
what
want to
it's
do that.
about,
That takes
not
away the
like what it's
experience.
about, but like what's in it, like dragons and things.
He
like
knows what he's getting out of it, or what he's
Yeah.
going to get out of it.
And it's ridiculous, and I want ridiculousness.
Yeah, it is. Ridiculous is
I
a
just don't
good
want to hear anything
adjective.
about it. I watched IGN guys play like the first 30 minutes of it.
Yeah.
To
that's
look
about what I
around.
played.
Look around.
All right, we're gonna take a break then. and you guys will be able to hear a word from our wonderful sponsor. We'll be back in just a little bit. Do you guys want to do an ad this week, or do you want me to put in the default ad?
Okay.
Yeah, no funds given.
Not this week. We'll think of something that's extremely fun. But next week,
Yeah.
or
Alright,
maybe the week after.
I have to run to the bathroom, and then we can continue. And obviously, no
Sure.
second break this week.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so hungry. I need to go out and get some food.
Yeah, dude.
Both.
I'm sorry, my eating pizza probably didn't help.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, God.
I'm about to go grab some.
Dude,
lunch
it's like the coolest pizza ever because it's like it comes in like the crust is like garlic bites that you can like separate after you finish eating the pizza, and it's delicious.
I can't right now, Greg, because like
You can-
right after this, I go straight to work. So
I think you get it at Harris Teeter, so there you go. Shop at Harris Teeter.
I swear you like plug it like it's our ad or something. Very teeth.
Except we won't get any money.
Yeah.
I was too busy writing the
Yeah, I
ad
don't
and
get shit
put
for
any crappy titles yet, so that's my bad.
We should
What
just
were you
call
writing,
it
by the way?
Because may the fourth be with you.
No, because that's a stupid joke.
No, it's not. Today is National Star Wars Day. May the fourth be with you.
No, it's stupid.
What was the first thing we were talking about when we came in? Something about Greg.
Oh, cool. Talk behind my back, why don't you?
We will.
No, I was thinking what we did when we first came in, because I thought of something when you first came in here. I just can't remember. Oh well.
Whatever, I'm
Just trying to remember. Oh well, forget it. What did we talk about so far?
Star Wars is not even that good.
Somebody's pooping.
I was typing.
No, Alex.
Oh, Oh yeah. I wonder if Google Hangouts even using the right mic. Oh, it is. There you go. Well, if I was going to take an hour, I'm going to be back in like 2 minutes.
He's just pooping.
Yeah, I know.
I could go fix lunch right now. But I'm in the middle of a game of pinball. I literally turned on my PlayStation and started playing Zen Pinball. I was like, you know what? Fuck this.
You should get the Star Wars pack for it.
I
Since
don't
it's
have-
made the horde.
I know. I want it, actually. But I don't have money right now to spend. Like, extra money to spend.
Mm-hmm.
I will soon.
Pinball's so weird for me. Like it's like something just to do when I have nothing else to do. I would never play it like any other time.
I beat one of your scores.
I bet.
I know you don't care. I'm just saying.
Which one? The Spider-Man one or something? 'Cause I barely played that. Like the only one I played was like the Plants vs Zombies one, like the Spider-Man one, the Wolverine one.
The Iron Man one.
Okay, yeah, that one sucked. Anyway, I did not like that thing.
It's cool. I'm playing the Wolverine one right now.
That's not Wolverine. Hello, I'm fine. No, I don't eat carrots. They make me throw up.
Greg, you want to sit
What's wrong
forward,
with carrots?
try and look like you're paying attention?
But I'm not.
Well,
I'm
pay
playing
attention.
pinball.
Well, fucking pay attention.
I'm listening.
No, you're not.
I'm listening too,
At least we're.
but I'm not actually playing anything else at the moment. I'm
here.
All right.
Oh, do you remember the first thing we were? Oh, go ahead, Greg.
Plus, the way that I have my computer angled, it's actually sitting on my.
Eat it.
I have no desk in my room to lay anything
I
on.
don't want to be forced to eat this shit.
Well, you're not even close to the microphone, so you should
Eat the
I'm right
carrot.
Adjust.
here. My microphone is literally right
You stay over there with your
Still,
carrot.
It's not even that far away.
I almost just got raped.
Tony,
buy a carrot.
Yes, by a
I feel
carrot.
You're raped on on a regular basis.
A
Is
carrot
that true?
holding a
Am I
human.
raped on a regular basis?
I don't believe so. Unless Navashine's been a bit crazy.
There you go.
Oh, shit.
Unless Navashine is crazy, no.
All right, everybody, saddle up.
I'll eat this
Stop playing pinball.
apple, though.
Oh, hold on, that was imperfect.
That's like telling.
Scott, you're cutting out when you type.
Ew.
You know what? I'm just gonna let it ride. News in gaming. Let's talk about the news.
Woo!
Not
What
a lot of
news?
news this week.
There's some news stories that happened today, though, specifically.
What would those be, Greg? Would you like to enlighten us?
The PlayStation Store is now open in Korea after being out for like ever.
That's good.
Since July.
Is this the free Korea? I'm
The
just
South
kidding.
Korea.
There's no PlayStation in North Korea.
No, that's where they're stationed at. Did you not know?
Oh, of course. It's over my head. I'm just dumb.
Yeah, but like they had something to do with 18-year-olds or 18 and older are only allowed to play or something. I don't know, but I'd read the story briefly when I was at work, and apparently now it's back. I don't know what prompted that.
Better fucking
Here, I'll
eat
read
the
this
carrot.
story. I'll read the story off of
Hi,
Joystick.
Alana.
Yeah, Jesus, no, that's not going to make it in. After being taken offline last
pretty
July, the
fun.
PlayStation Store will finally reopen
Funny,
for
though.
business on South Korean PlayStation 3 units on Thursday, May 16th. The service was originally removed to comply with South Korean legislation that made it illegal
Buddy?
for persons under the age of 18 to verify online accounts with their real name or age. As a result, the PlayStation Store is now restricted to users 18 and older, regardless of whether the service is actually being used to buy something. So there you go. It's been off for almost a year in Korea.
Which is kind of ridiculous, but whatever.
Yeah, that's weird. At least they worked it out so it can.
Resume.
Yep. Let's see. Nothing other
Thank you,
than that.
Joystick, for a lovely app that allowed me to read the news. Plug.
Joystick's awesome. Alright, that looks like it's about it for news that came out today. In other news, Call of Duty Ghosts has been confirmed.
No surprise.
Yeah, not a big surprise. They just put out a trailer on May 1st. They didn't do a big reveal like they normally do. And they said if you want to see more, check out the Xbox event, hashtag Xbox reveal. So there you go. They did put out a quote that I'm gonna try and grab. But yeah, what do you guys think?
It's Call of Duty.
I'm just saying,
And
like it's.
I don't think about that shit.
It's gonna be revealed at the Xbox reveal event.
Oh, I don't think about that
no
shit.
surprise there either. Xbox pretty much owns Call of Duty.
I mean, it's surprising then that it's not going to be revealed at E3.
Well, stuff got leaked, so I'm pretty sure they're like, oh, fuck it.
Well, I mean, nothing actually, like, no gameplay got leaked.
No gameplay got leaked, but the release date and the cover art got leaked, so they're probably just like, well, guess what, guys? It's coming.
Well, I mean, I feel like they were going to do that anyway. It was only a matter of time before, I mean, they were sending out posters, so that's what you can expect. I'm trying to find this quote. Give me a second, guys. My computer doesn't like me when I use Google Hangout.
Then why do we use Google Hangout?
No, it's like it doesn't. My browser is being finicky, like it does. So it's going to be a new sub-brand of Call of Duty on a new engine with lots of new ideas.
So Call of Duty, gotcha.
So I'm excited. I said I would. The best way to revitalize Call of Duty would be
to make more
a new
Call
engine.
of Duty.
No, would be to make a new engine, which is what they're doing. So, I mean, if it can run at 60 on next-gen platforms, it's gonna look pretty good. Just gonna say. But nobody else has any other thoughts. And there you go. I mean, Call of Duty's not really big with anybody but me, Greg, and Evan. So, the rumor is what?
I only care about zombies, and since this is made by Infinity Ward, I could give a shit less.
Well, this one's gonna have ghosts.
Yeah, it's gonna have ghosts. That's the new
so
zombies.
It's just gonna be Evan saving ghosts continuously. Gotcha.
Yeah, Evan's just gonna be like ghost. He's gonna have like Vietnam
You'll have nightmares.
flashbacks. Yeah, exactly.
Call of Duty Ghosts.
Evan the Walrus Ghost, the Ghost Walrus. In other news, there's a rumor going around that Respawn Entertainment's next game may launch as an Xbox 360 exclusive, and will be shown at the Xbox E3 press conference.
So here's a question for you: Do first-person shooters matter anymore? As far as like, not as far as like the sales, but as far as like being able to like actually win awards and be not really relevant, because they're always going to be relevant. It's the fact that, you know, like being culture or critically relevant. Because like they're pretty much, obviously they're like Respawn's in their game is going to be pretty much I guess you could say like they say it's going to be a space shooter, but you know they're going to have some like their innovative Call of Duty-ness that they're going to have into it. So I'm just saying, do you think it'll be like something like a Game of the Year type of thing?
Like a contender.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say
like in general to first-person shooters anymore. Like Battlefield 4 and the next Call of Duty goes, and now this Respawn Entertainment game, which is going to be a first-person shooter, or even Destiny. Do you think they're going to be like Game of the Year quality as far as like story-wise? Even
I'll say two things. One is that Call of Duty will always be relevant in that matter. As far as specific people go, a lot of people will still think of Call of Duty as their game of the year because it's Call of Duty. I feel like Respawn's game may be in that caliber because, you know, they're the fathers of Call of Duty. They know what they're doing. They know how to make good shooters. They know how to make a Call of Duty game, and now they're making something that is different than a Call of Duty game. So I feel like they might take some more risks. And two, because of BioShock Infinite, I feel like first-person shooters can still achieve that. It just takes a certain mindset going into it. You know, like BioShock Infinite, that's probably my game of the year so far.
Yeah, but I wouldn't really consider them two being the same, even though they're both first-person shooters.
I'm just saying, like, if these Destiny and Respawn's game, if they're going into it with story in mind and like writing in mind, they can pull off an experience like BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, because like the thing I remember, like as soon as like the Battlefield 4 trailer went out, everybody was amazed by the graphics. But like as soon as they try to put emotion to it, and you push the F key to cut off leg, that's when it like lost all the. That's what pretty much scoffed at it. It's like, oh, it looks the same, but it looks good, but it looks
No,
the
that
same.
game is pretty much the same. They've pretty much brought the Battlefield 3 skins back into Battlefield 4. All the Russians have the exact same skins as they did.
I mean, Battlefield 4 is just more Battlefield 3.
I pretty much watched that trailer expecting something new, and then I saw them with all the skins from Battlefield 3. I'm like, well, good job copycatting. That's impressive.
I mean, I doubt it's the exact same skins, Greg.
Oh, no, they're the exact same skins. I looked at all of them.
But the point
One's
is...
black, one's white.
No, like, the sniper
I'm
has,
joking, I'm joking.
The sniper has the sniper, like, mask on. The heavy has the armor on. Everybody has the exact same skin on the Russian team.
Well, the game's not done yet. Just keep that in mind. But regardless, I'm just saying, I feel like Call of Duty and Battlefield aren't ever going to aspire to those because they are locked into this kind of stigma of those franchises.
And you think the Respawn game has the opportunity to do it since they broke away from that.
Exactly. The Respawn game can be that great shooter that Call of Duty is, with mechanics that work and are fun and still work to this day, but it can also be something more on top of those basic mechanics.
I agree, because they did get the opportunity to, whether wanted or not, just to do something new, more or less. And now they have like pretty much all eyes on them. So hopefully they'll deliver that because everybody's pretty much getting first person shooter fatigue. So maybe they can bring it back again, kind of like they did for Call of Duty 4. And I think if anyone could do it, it's probably them. But that's just me.
Yeah, and I feel like pretty much the same theory applies to Destiny. It's made by, Bungie. They know how to make a good first-person shooter, and now they've kind of broken away from this. They were kind of trapped in this one story, but now they can play around with multiple stories. They're trying to create a universe and they've already set out to make multiple games. And Bungie are guys that care about story and lore, so they're going to put effort forth on that front. So
I agree.
3 games of Halo can't be wrong.
I mean, Bungie knows what they're doing, and so does the Respawn guys. So I think with those games we could see a possible shift in what we now currently think of as a first-person shooter, which is half-ass campaign with focus on multiplayer and co-op, with that classic upgrade tree. I feel like with Destiny and Respawn's game, we may actually be able to break out of that mold and get something new. So,
but what if they don't?
If they don't, then they don't.
I mean, it'll still sell, but it'll just be like you won't see like game trailers saying like, "Oh, it's the game of the year this time" or something like that. Yeah. Or
I feel like Destiny is going to try that. I can't say to Respawn because they've been so tight-lipped about that project. So,
which is good on them, keeping something a secret for this long.
Yeah, especially they're pulling a Nintendo, just keeping it really under wraps, which is cool. Has me excited for E3. Another one of many reasons to be excited for this year's E3. Yeah, that's it for news. So, who wants to read new releases in Evan's very loud absence?
Is loud absence?
Evan, well, it's he's normally so loud, and now it's not as loud, so it's like the silence is audible. They say.
Hey, that's me.
Brought to you by audiblepodcast.com. And
Plug!
I'll just read them. Evan's working. That's why he can't be here. We changed recording because Tony wanted to be on the show because he missed us.
Yep. Specifically, I missed Scott.
Yeah.
And he said, "I have so much to say," and he didn't have that much to say at all.
Didn't have that much to say.
Well, more
Actually,
than usual. Usually,
But you were saying
I guess.
you like discovered a new game that everybody had to talk about or something like that, and then it's like, there's nothing.
did I say that?
You said no. You were just saying like, man, I have so much to talk about. You didn't. Have so much to talk about.
You did say, man, I have so much to talk about. Tony pushed, man. He pushed to be on this week's show.
I know. He beat out Evan. He's like, oh, I can't record today. I'm more important
well,
than the
Evan's
rest of
been
us.
on for like 7 straight weeks, so.
Evan was like, yesterday Evan was like, so guys, we're doing the show today, and I was like, no, Evan, tomorrow.
But I can't.
I was so confused.
I tried to find a time. I did not want to record on Sunday, so there you go.
That's the church day.
That's the church. That's God's day.
Yeah, that's when
Can't
Alex
record
is
it.
praising his Lord.
Which is ironic because Malicious Underground is almost definitely going to be recorded on Sundays. So.
Yeah, it is.
There you go. So this
Taking
past week on the
video
PlayStation
games,
Network,
they think it's religion.
well, there you go, Craig. I can barely hear you because you're not facing the mic when you talk.
I am facing the mic. I am very close to it.
You're not facing it. It's a difference.
not-
Ask Scott. Scott knows.
Oh yeah.
Scott is slowly turning back into a forehead.
Yeah, he's just the forehead's just expanding. Anyway,
Yep.
this past week.
Well,
on
you
the
see what
PlayStation
happens is I
Network-
just slump
Damn
down.
it, Scott.
Yeah.
You don't deserve to speak.
Full PlayStation 3 games that you can download now are Ninja Gaiden 2 or Sigma 2, that's weird, which is $20, and Deadly Premonition, the Director's Cut, which is $40. On the network games, you have Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, $15. Poker Night 2, which is $10. Zombie Tycoon 2, Brainhov's Revenge.
By the way, Poker Night 2 for $10 is like a fucking steal for the amount of content that you get in that game.
Yeah, that game is easily
A $20 game.
$5 to not $20, but
Close to it.
there's a lot to unlock in that game.
If you like poker.
If you like poker.
I unlocked
Anything
my
else?
first theme for my PlayStation.
There you go. Zombie Tycoon 2, Brainhov's Revenge, which is $10, and that's also a cross-buy game. PlayStation 2 Classics, Katamari Damacy, $10. That's a good game. The original.
Should just get Forever. Forever has everything.
Forever. This past week on Xbox Live Arcade, you can buy Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon for 1,200 space bucks. That's $15. And Way of the Dog with 2 Gs for 800 space bucks.
D-double-G. Oh, that's that Snoop Dogg game.
It's based on Snoop Dogg. It's not up to date. It is not based on the lion. It is based on the dog. This past week on NintendoWare for the Wii U eShop, you can download Mega Man for $5, Pac-Man for $5, Tank Tank Tank, which I believe is free right now,
Tank, 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 tank.
Kung Fu Rabbit, which has no price listed, and Gummy Bears Magical Medallion, no
That
price
sounds
listed.
like a fun fucking game.
Yeah, man. Gummy Bears and Magical Medallions. On the
I'm
3DS
so hungry.
eShop, you can buy Bear Shark. Which I saw like an advertisement on the eShop this morning for that, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? You can also buy Balloon Fight and My Riding Stables 3D Jumping for the Team. Which I don't even know. DSiWare, you can buy Armageddon Operation Dragon.
Does it come with Bruce Willis?
I hope so. Bruce Willis. Bruce Lee?
Bruce Willis. Armageddon.
Oh, that Armageddon. Okay.
Ah!
I was thinking Dragon. Sorry.
Ah!
I got the end. You win this time, Jackson. For the retail releases of May 7th, 2013, there is nothing. Nothing coming to retail this week. Stuff next week, but not this week. Picks and craps, guys.
I'll go first. My
Oh,
pick.
Greg. No, Greg, go.
My pick is Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. My crap is Tank Tank Tank. Why? Because nobody was saying anything, so I just decided to go. Anyways.
All right, Nabshin.
Well, I gave David Premonition last week, so Far Cry 3, sure. Blood Dragon. I like it. And crap is, I guess, Kung Fu Rabbit, sure.
My pick is Bear Shark because that game
It sounds awesome.
it consists of a bear riding a shark. That's all I know about that game, but that's enough for me. My crap is My Riding Stables 3D jumping for the team.
God damn it, that game looks so good.
I'm sorry. Scotty.
Uh, I'll go for Mega Man, the demo game, and then my crap will. Let's see here. Kung Fu Rabbit. Fucking rabbits don't have punching fists.
Right? That's for chows only.
Is Harold listening right now? Can you
Harold
give him a
is-
shout out?
Harold has just joined us. Harold Price from Cross Border Gaming Podcast, if you don't know. He says, tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I
And
want
he
to sing a
says-
zing ah.
He says his crap is Way of the Dog and Bear Shark. His pick is Rock Band Blitz, per usual.
Oh, yeah. Seems good.
That's acceptable. Tony, how about you, man?
My pick is Gummy Bears Magical Medallion.
That was such a good show.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, seriously, Gummy Bears was a good show.
I heard that Gummy Bears was a good show. I missed out on it, though.
And my crap for the week is... Not sure. Probably Zombie Tycoon 2.
Why? It's free.
It's $10.
It's free with PlayStation Plus.
Oh, okay, well, $9.99 cross-buy with PS Vita.
Yeah, it's free. You get both the games.
I don't have
Do it
PS
right
Plus, so
You got a PlayStation 3 in my room.
if I don't have PS Plus.
Just pick Deadly Premonition. You know you want to.
No, I like that game. It's the shittiest, best game ever.
Oh, man. Y'all are so adorable.
We try.
You succeed. Well, that's your picks and craps. Let's take a peek into the mail sack. I got your mail, Harold. Don't worry. Also, thank you for joining us.
H-Mail?
H-Mail. Net mail this week. Let's see. It's too loud. Netmail says, "Hi-yo, Irrational Passage crew. This is Mr. Net. This week, I wanted your opinions on a subject. I wanted to ask about HD remakes. What do you think of them in general? Do you have any favorites you enjoy? Have you repurchased a game you already own? Or are you only buying remakes of games you haven't played? So, what do you think would constitute as a good HD remake? What would count as a bad HD remake?" That's basically it. Feel free to tangent off from the question I asked. Mr. Nep, out.
I could have sworn he asked this question before.
I don't know.
Does it not seem familiar?
I think
It
we
seems like
might
we've
have.
talked about it before, but I don't.
Maybe
Yeah.
I've heard him on Index or something. Maybe I don't know. Whatever.
Well, now
Oh.
you've the most HD remix out of all of us. So what do you think?
Well, HD remixes are great because they make you relive something, they make it look better if they take the time to do it. A bad example of a HD remake is
Deadly Premonition.
no, not that. Well, it's not really a bad example because they did improve the game. Not really improve the gameplay, but they did make it look better. But they half-assed it, and that was like the Devil May Cry HD collection. Because you can see just by like the cutscenes or even in the menus, they just still kept it 4x3. They didn't bother to like expand that, so that's kind of lazy on Capcom's part. Everything else is fine about the game, though. I still need to go back to that. But yeah, I love HD remixes. HD remixes are great. I love playing games I've never played before, like the Side Collection. Not maybe a big fan of that series, and just revisiting something that I really love, like the Kingdom Hearts Collection when it will eventually come out. I will play the fuck out of that. So yeah.
Yeah, I've pretty much bought HD remix exclusively for games I've played. Like I've played all the Sly games. I think I still own Sly 3. I've played Shadow of the Colossus and Eco. I bought that. I played all the Ratchet and Clank games, and I played all the Jak and Daxter games. Like I bought all those remakes. I love them. It's just like going back to those games is a hassle, especially if you don't have like a backwards compatible console for it and stuff.
And especially reminds you like of a different time where everything wasn't a first-person shooter,
Yeah,
but everything was a platformer,
exactly.
I guess. But whatever.
Everything was a platformer or an action platformer. It's cool though. It's like because the gameplay doesn't change, it really does feel like a blast from the past. And plus they had trophies, which just a little bonus incentive, I guess, for going back to them. And I love Okami HD. That's probably my favorite HD remake. It's that or Shadow of the Colossus HD. And somebody, please God, make a Beautiful Joe HD collection, because
Oh, hi, motherfucking 5, dude.
I will play the shit out of that game because I fucking love Beautiful Joe so much.
Did you
It's
beat
so
the first one?
beautiful.
I beat both of the games, Joe 1 and 2.
I love the hell out of the first one, Beautiful Joe, but I never beat it.
Oh, it's great. The ending fight.
I
is
still have it, actually.
fantastic.
I have it for GameCube. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Beautiful Joe. I'm excited that Nintendo's jumping on the HD remake train with Wind Waker. I think
That's
they
the one
should
I'm
do
excited for.
And they remade. They didn't HD remake, but they remade Zelda and they remade Star Fox. So, modernizing older games, I'm all for that because it's just so hard to go back to them. Because we're kind of spoiled on current gen stuff. I don't know. Scott, what do you think about them? Scott, you cut off. We can't hear you.
You're muted. You're muted, I
You're
think.
muted, Scott. You're muted.
Ah.
There you go.
There you go.
There he is.
Wait, I didn't unmute myself, though.
Did you
Oh,
stop
I don't
typing?
know.
No. I wasn't the...
Did you start typing?
No.
Then
Did you make a sound that sounded kind of like typing?
click, 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 click.
Yeah, did you do that?
Maybe?
What? Go ahead and say what
I
you
doubt
said.
that's the problem, though. I don't pay any attention to them, really.
That's it.
I really don't.
Um,
There's a HD remake coming out, unless it's a game that I really, really wanted to play,
Kingdom
But I
Hearts
just
1.5
never
HD
got it.
remix.
that I never really got around to.
Uh-huh.
Then I would have picked it up, but that hasn't been the case for any of the ones I've heard.
Yeah, I lent you Shadow of the Colossus. You played a little bit of that, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And you liked what you played. I do love that in Shadow of the Colossus they fixed the frame rate issues with that game. It's got a locked 30 frames in the HD remake, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Greg, do you have any thoughts?
I like HD remixes. I have the Devil May Cry HD remix, and I have the Dragon Ball Z Budokai HD remix. So I like both of those games. They're really fun.
It's fun revisiting the past. How about you, Tony?
Yeah, dude. HD remixes are what's up. They are the bee's knees.
The bee's knees.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially when they happen to have to do with Zelda and Wind Wakers.
That's true. That HD remake. Very excited. Very excited for. Alright. Thank you for the question, Mr. Knapp. Harold sends us an email. Since today is Star Wars Day, what is your favorite Star Wars character? It is May the 4th be with you.
God, shut up.
May the 4th be with you!
Your entire holiday is based on a dumb pun.
Shut up!
So, what's your favorite Star Wars character? Greg?
Mine would probably have to be Vader.
Vader?
Vader.
Mr. Anakin Skywalker, the fallen hero. Yeah. Mine's Obi-Wan. I love Obi-Wan. I always have. Except for him. Like, after I grew up and watched A New Hope again, and then read message boards about it, they made him seem, like, really creepy. But I try and not let that tarnish my view of him. How about you, Nabashin?
Commander Shepard.
Yep.
You mean Vader Shepard?
Shepard.
Alright, Nabashin wins. Scott, how about you?
Star Wars.
You don't like Star Wars?
Star Trek is
It was only ever all right. It was only ever all right.
I don't know what you guys are talking
I never liked it enough to have a favorite character.
Okay. How about you, Tony?
Darth Maul.
Alright. Thank you, Harold. Thank you, Nep, for the emails.
Why are you laughing at me? Darth Maul's a baller.
Except when
So
he
what if he
dies.
gets cut in half?
Shut up,
He
Toby.
still spins around his fucking double lightsaber and everyone's like, holy shit.
I mean, sure, he's got the coolest lightsaber, but his character's,
Yeah, his character's a piece of shit, but he's got the best lightsaber. And you know me, I love those lightsabers.
I remember for the longest time that character was supposed to play Vegeta in the Dragon Ball Z movie. That was rumored like forever.
Okay. All right, Terry. All right. That's fine. That's an acceptable response. That closes out the show, guys. So, if you'd like to contact us like Harold and Mr. Neff did, you can send an email to the mail sack. That's MAIL sack at IrrationalPassions.com, and we will read it on the show, unless it's like really inappropriate. You can also email us individually. And we'll still probably read it on the show. You can email us individually at our name at IrrationalPassions.com. That's Alex, Gregory, Artist, Scott, or Tony at IrrationalPassions.com.
.com.
And you can follow each of us on Twitter. I am at AlFighter27. Scott is at WhatTechuz. All one.
You don't have to do this every week, man. Every other week.
Tony is at Tony Horvath. Nabashin is at Nabashin186. That's NABESHIN 186. And Greg is at Gregory Blaney. All one word.
All lowercase.
All, well...
Not really.
Not really. You can leave us a voicemail at 404-590-1337.
Standard long distance fees apply.
It's likely because it is.
I thought it was unconventional with the distance fees.
It is, no, it's standard. Pretty standard. We do weekly live streams over at twitch.tv/IrrationalPassions. Don't forget to follow there because May Madness is awesome, and we are going to start that.
Eventually.
We already started it. We're going to continue that this week.
If you call that something, we barely prepared. Oh, from the beginning because we don't have a save file for it.
Yeah, well, that was the one that I didn't have a lot of preparation for, so... Oh, well. The other one's
Golden Week. Happy Golden Week, everybody.
Happy Golden Week. Some other stuff, please rate and review us on iTunes. Go to retrohits.com and join the forums there. That's where our forums are out, so start a conversation there. You can talk to us there if you'd like. Follow the show at IrrationalPod on Twitter, and you can get updates on when articles go up, when the show goes live, like it is on YouTube right now, and when the show goes up, and other such things, like when we're live on Twitch. So follow IrrationalPod. And if you could please help us out and tell a friend, please, because word of mouth is the breast way.
The breast way.
The breast way to spread love. I don't know why I said that. I was thinking about chicken.
He's got boobs on the mind.
There you go.
Alex, who's hanging out in your room?
Isn't that obvious?
No one. I always got boobs on the mind. And don't forget to check out our website, IrrationalPassions.com. Some comments from Harold and Mr. Nepp. Harold says, Chewie, as in that is his favorite character.
I don't even know.
And Mr. Nepp says, maybe Vader someday later will be a swell guy. And Harold says, Colonel John Shepard, that's Stargate Atlantics. And then Mr. Nepp says, fuck feet, the breast way must be the title. Okay, how's everybody feeling? Feeling good? Feeling spry?
I'm feeling feels. I got all the feels.
Hungry.
I'm
very hungry.
Alright, Namshin, I'm at an impasse in my life, and I need you to inform me with knowledge that I didn't know I wanted to know, so please continue.
Ask.
By the way, props to you, that innovative intro you give me every week.
I've been trying, man.
You think of new things to say every time.
I just like I come up to it. I'm like, all right, don't forget. All right, now go.
It could have just been Nabashin ask me a question this week.
I go along with what I got. So, Nabashin.
Okay. So all this Star Wars talk now, I was asking. I was just thinking because I was thinking about this a few days ago actually. It's like, what are you good at faking? Faking that you know, but you really don't. Because honestly, I don't really know Star Wars whatsoever. I've barely ever seen those movies. I saw the movies maybe like when I was 3 years old, and I don't even remember them. The only movie I ever really seen was the third one all the way through, episode 3. Because my friend wanted to go to the movie theaters to see it at midnight. He couldn't make it, so I went instead, and I just saw the whole movie. I'm like, oh, okay. And But that's not to say I don't know Star Wars. It's like Star Wars is something that I don't even have to watch to know about it because like it's kind of like so much. You hear so much of the. I know more of the pop culture of it than I know the actual movies of it. I can't quote a movie. But I can quote like he doesn't like you. I don't like you either. You should be dead and stuff like that. You know, shit from that. So what are you good at faking? That's what I'm asking. That's the question.
I'm good at faking writing. Like I can make it sound real legit when I'm like writing an essay or something, but I usually am just kind of bullshitting. But I think
it's about the same as me.
Tony can agree with that.
Yeah, you've read my papers, you know.
Yeah,
writing an entire paper about buffalo wings.
Yeah, it's that's not an easy thing to do. It's kind of like an art form.
Yeah.
You should be a politician.
Yeah, exactly. I'm also sometimes I just bullshit somebody and see if I can make them believe something and then tell them I was lying. That's the end of it. I don't really do it that much anymore, but I used to. How about you, Greg?
I'm not really good at faking stuff. To be
Are you
honest.
good at faking that you know stuff about anime?
Yes.
Not really. I do know a lot about anime. That's the thing.
And when he doesn't know, he actually thinks he does.
I
There
just
you go.
Google it.
Google is the best resource. I agree with you, Greg.
I don't really know.
I would
It's
say
an odd question
Greg.
to ask. I don't really know how to answer that, to be honest with you, Nabashin.
That's a good question.
That's cool. I got another one. Like since Alex was like this, he was there in person to see this. But I'm good at faking being a black person. I'm really good at doing that.
Yeah.
I heard about this.
Yes,
It was
Yeah.
beautiful. I'm
this is
so
something
upset.
I want to initiate in.
Oh my God.
It's just like you just because you see my color skin, like you're another black person, you see my color skin, you automatically just talk your little slang and shit like that, and I'm good at pretending that I know exactly what you're talking about, I kind of don't, and I can kind of speak your language, but not really. I'm the most racist black person ever. I don't even know. Like I opened the show saying like, oh, I hate black people because of my pizza delivery shit, and now I'm just saying, oh, I can understand black people because I'm not really black, like I am, but it's weird. It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
no,
done talking for the rest
it
of
was
the
it
day.
was beautiful. It was like somebody told a joke, and Alex and a Nabashin walk into a KFC, and then we found out what happens. Some dude tries to use a fake $20 bill.
To pay for his chicken.
Some sassy black dude gets real sassy, and
then Nabashin comes back with his sass.
and then Nabashin fakes being black. Harold just tweeted us a picture of him wearing a harmonic shirt, a rock band shirt specifically, and holding a purple lightsaber. So
Not a dildo bag?
So he's got Mace Windu's lightsaber.
yeah, he's a Mace Windu fan, clearly.
I know my
Scott, how about you? What are you good at faking?
I don't all that often.
But
So,
I think Scott's good at faking an orgasm.
The enigma is fake.
I don't know.
I wasn't
I'm
saying
done.
it was mine.
if I was
but
a
I figured
lady, maybe.
I don't know. It came out of my head. I'm sorry.
Why is that so funny if Scott said it, but if I said it, you guys wouldn't fucking laugh at all? That's what's so dumb.
That's racist.
okay.
No, it's stereotypical.
Okay, Scott's yeah. Oh, man.
Black man keeping the white man down.
You know that's right. Oh, Jesus. Okay, Scott's answer is faking an orgasm. Well then, thank you, Nabashin, for informing us of the whatever we just fucking learned. So, there you go. That was Nabashin asked for you. And this has been Irrational Passions podcast episode, 127? Thank you, Nabashin. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Scott. And thank you, Tony.
Hey, yo.
I've been your host, Alex. As per usual, play your games, stay rational. We'll talk to you guys next week.